It's a 1973 Ford Escort Mexico.
Ford were great at it. They knew that wins at the weekend meant sales on the Monday.
This iconic machine exists because of football. In 1970, the RAC organised a gruelling 16,000-mile, 6-week rally to celebrate the World Cup handover from England to Mexico. 100 competitors started at Wembley and powered their way through France, Germany, Austria and onto the Balkans before heading all the way to Portugal. The Americas leg started in Brazil, went through Uruguay and Argentina, climbed 10,000 feet in the Andes, then Central America, and finally ended up in the host country, just in time for kickoff. The winning car was a race-prepared Escort, driven by rally legend Hannu Mikkola. And 6 months later, Ford launched their road-going version. Rear-wheel drive with uprated suspension and a bomb-proof 1600cc Kent Crossflow engine. The more powerful twin-cam and RS 1600 Escorts were available, but the Mexico sold 10 times as many thanks to skillful marketing. The one we're looking at is a rare, genuine example that appears to be solid.
There's lots of Mexicos out there that aren't Mexicos, like that one there. You pay an absolute premium for the correct paper trail.
So would this car make a good starting point as a restoration?
Yeah, you start much lower and you've just got a mountain to climb, haven't you? An absolute mountain. It's still what a load of work, you know that, don't you? To get it looking like that. What a load of work. Well, we want a repaint to start with, won't it?
There's a bit of filler here, there and everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Point to one that hasn't, you know. Definitely going to want some trim. Bound to want a bit of structural stuff somewhere, because they all do, bless them. Because they were designed to last for 10 years, and here we are still trying to ride around on the damn things 50 years later, aren't we, you know?
Mint versions sell for more than 40 grand, but buyers of rare Fords are notoriously particular.
These just seem to be turbocharged with the know-it-alls. They'll drive you balmy. They approach it as if you're restoring like a Spitfire, and I don't mean a Triumph Spitfire. I mean one with wings on and a Merlin engine at the front, you know.
We have been warned. Plus, we're starting to suspect this might be a bad day for the wallet.
746 then. Obviously she wants a little bit of TLC, but your chance to buy a Mexico at sensible money. Where are we going to be? £21,000. Good lad. 22. Internet bid at 22. Internet bid then at 22. Was that a bid? 22.5. 23. 23.5. 24. £24,000. 24.5. 25. Internet bid at 25.
Yep.
And 5. 25.5. 26. 26.5.
No more. No more.
Your bid, Andrew, at 26.5.
Is it up? No.
27. Steve,
John, stop saying no. It was your idea.
Okay, 27.5. I'm going to sell it at 27,500. 27.5. Sold.
Good.
Well done.
It's the most expensive car we've ever bought. So we really want to do it justice. We're aiming to produce the best Mexico on the market, and that won't be easy or cheap. But we think our trusty friends at the Classic Car Workshop near Darlington will be up to the challenge. Alongside mechanics George, Woody and Don, Kelmiers has sorted out a number of our problematic cars in the past. We decided to start with a guessing game as to what's in our trailer.
What would George like?
Oh, God. Oh, probably a VW camper.
George, what kind of car would Kel like?
Oh, it's got to be a VW for him.
Don is definitely ballpark.
Something with a bit of history behind it.
But it's Woody's prediction that reveals some sort of special power.
I'm expecting something like a Fiesta or an Escort.
It's red.
Oh, it's an Escort! Oh, my God! Oh, it's a Mexico as well.
You win the lottery.
Look at that. Ah, brilliant.
Have you ever seen George happier?
We haven't even had a chance to get it out. He's in there.
We've never seen George happy.
Oh, my God. It's me birthday.
Yeah. There she goes.
But after that brief celebration, Woody decides it's time to blow George's candles out.
Well, it's been resprayed badly.
Oh no.
Is she rotten, Woody?
That's filler.
Woody's going to get his screwdriver and start poking.
Oh. Do you want to put it back in there? It looks better in there.
Looks like a sizable amount of body filler on top of where it used to be metal.
Kel's already predicting a decent amount of chargeable hours.
Yeah. Book that holiday. You're all right.
In Croft, Kel and the team are about to fully inspect our 1973 Mexico, which might not be as solid as it looks. George is already in love with it.
I wish it was my car.
But we're a bit concerned about cash flow.
George, what is a car like this worth as it stands?
What, 25, 30 grand or something? Why, what have you paid for it?
27.5.
Well, that was about right then, wasn't it? When it's had our magic touch,
It'd be 28.
you could be knocking on 65.
But it's got to look. The right wheels, the right carbs, the right colour.
To get your money, you're going to have to put it back to
Standard.
absolutely beautiful car.
This is a particularly daunting thought as we raise the lift of doom.
Somebody's jacked it badly. I'm just saying the jacking point.
Woody's poking a hole in it. Here, Woody, look, these are all patches here. Look, patch on the chassis there, patch there. Is that a patch in there? You see the well mark down there.
Yeah. Solid. That's all I'm hearing.
So a couple of bits.
Yeah, there's always going to be something. Got a bit of welding that's needed, but it's a lot better than I was expecting. It'd be interesting to see when we take the paint off the outside, because I bet it's not as nice as it appears.
That would be bad news for us, and it would ruin the party for one special boy.
It's George's birthday. Today. He's so excited. Yeah. It's his birthday and he gets to play on an Escort.
Oh, my God.
Happy birthday, mate. Try and blow that out.
Oh. Woody, why have you put your welding torch in a cake?
Just in case George made some joints putting back together.
I give in.
Dismantling can now resume.
When I was a kid, my first love of Escorts was watching the RAC rally and whatever else on the TV. And then as I got older, as a teenager, we used to go to the Hampstead Forest and watch the rallying going around the forest and all that. You could always hear the Escorts coming flying along. That's the go faster noisy bit, that.
These are the carburettors, a pair of Weber 40s.
Oh, polished and parted. Oh.
Is it your birthday again?
Oh, we might have a nice engine here. She might have been bored out, John.
What George is getting excited about is the possibility that a previous owner has given our engine more horsepower. The air inlet and exhaust ports on the cylinder head seem to have been polished to reduce friction. If somebody's gone to this trouble, then it's likely they've also rebored the engine. A skilled job where the cylinder walls are machined to make them bigger before oversized pistons are fitted. This increases displacement, the total amount of air and fuel that's moved in one cycle. So our 1600cc engine might actually be something a bit bigger. As for our Ford Mexico, work has been progressing well. It's now a bit lighter than last time we saw it.
What's come off up to now? Windows. There we are, it's out. Engine. There we go. Seats. Everything that's missing is what's come off.
And over the next few days, more stuff became missing.
Right, that's that bit out.
As the car was completely stripped down. Until finally we're left with this, a bare shell. Just how bodywork expert Don likes it.
First things first, we're going to get it on the rollover jig, and then we're going to start some paint stripping, and then we'll work out what panels we need, get them ordered, and we'll go from there.
The jig is a clever back-saving device.
It's just so that you're not welding upside down. Just get a G-clamp, hold it all in place. It doesn't move, it just makes life so much easier. It's a nice car, but it has definitely seen better days. There's a lot of patchwork being done on it. You can see where there's been a patch welded in around there. There's another one in there that they've welded over the top of, all the way around the front of the chassis leg.
The clamps are just temporary.
Welder's all set up. Let's make some sparks.
This car rotisserie gets a fail-safe fixing for safety.
Look at that. Are we going for a full spin?
Yep. Is the roof gonna miss?
Yeah. It's a way to clean it out. Stick the pin in there so we can have a little look. That's it.
Now we can really see.
That shouldn't be able to do that. Nope. There's a little bit of work there needed.
Spring hangers are both gone. If you look at that one, you can see it's been plated over, and that's what's left of the original.
Oh yeah.
In there, you can see that's a hole that's been plated up.
I mean, basically, I was just thinking maybe put some new sills on across there, both sides.
It's not attached from there to there.
Yeah, there's daylight coming through there. Bit of chassis work at the front here. It looks like it's gone through in a few bits there.
Top chassis leg's even worse.
Oh, this one, this side here. It's a bit bad, isn't it? What's behind it? Go on then, give it a...
Well, I'm certainly into the car. That's what's behind it. See, that's why you should cut out before you play it over, because it just rusts again.
This is not what we wanted.
It's been plated over.
Been plated over.
More plates almost certainly mean more hidden rust.
You will spend your life just dealing with bodged jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all going to need cutting out and replacing with new metal. It's not going to be cheap. Near Darlington, the last few weeks has seen Woody laboriously stripping paint and underseal off our 50-year-old Ford Mexico. He really wasn't happy with what he found underneath.
We always say that until you get it back to bare metal, you don't know really what you're dealing with. Case in point springs to mind. It was definitely made to look pretty when it's not. Now that's rust. It was underneath all this, so you wouldn't have known it was there if you left that on.
Evidence of a cover-up is now obvious.
You can actually see the original sill underneath. It's had a repair, clagged on the outside and spot welded. They're out, gonna go in the bin.
Years of bodging had weakened the shell and left it vulnerable to more rust.
Well there, you haven't even got any weld, and then you've got spot, spot, spot where a new bit is being welded in. That should be a continuous bit of metal that goes up. This is where the mesh was put over, and then all this section was body filler. You're not getting rid of the hole, you're hiding the hole. Rubbish. It's going in the bin, but unfortunately to get at that, I have to take off a good wing.
Woody spent yonks scraping and stripping, eventually getting to the point where the shell is covered in primer to protect the bare metal, and remedial work has begun. It's a slow process.
There's going to be hundreds of hours of welding just going into that car, because it is that much of a mess.
Woody will fabricate a lot of the replacement metal by hand. But for complex sections, ready-made panels will be used. But even that's not straightforward.
Normally, anything you buy, repair panels, you've got to spend half a day trying to get it to fit. That's meant to be underneath that.
But do you reckon, right, that this lip here fits inside there?
No.
It's all quite problematic, time-consuming and expensive. So what we needed was a reminder of why this car is worth all the effort. Fulbeck Airfield in Lincolnshire. The venue for a qualifying round in the Clubman Motorsport Championship. A well-known fan of Escort rally cars is kitting up.
Yeah, it's good and all the rest of it, but it's a going on, isn't it, really?
Paul's tool of choice, a Mark I Escort like ours, but with the 2-litre engine and a roll cage.
Yeah, we have a go and we have a lot of fun and we go sideways a lot. It's all to do with weight and balance and agility. You know, they have fantastic steering locks. You can drive looking out the side windows if you wish. It's largely a Mark I Escort. Got some upgrades, some bits and pieces, but it's still got carburetors and things, no injection, no ECUs or anything like that. This one hasn't got massive power. This is about 150 at the wheel, I think, which is just nice.
Rallying spans the generations in the Matthewson family, and although not everyone chooses Escorts, they are a firm favourite.
We've gone up the rankings a little bit. We're 7th at the minute. We're up to 2-litre class, and they've potentially got a lot more technology within, and we can still keep up with them. Amazing, isn't it, really?
When we return to the workshop, George has shifted his attention to our Mexico's engine. He thinks a previous owner has rebored the cylinders for more power, but there's only one way to find out.
We'll take the cylinder head off and we'll have a look inside, see what's in there. So I'm going to take the rocker cover off. It'll be rather oily, I'm afraid. So I'm going to take the rocker shaft off first.
This famous 80 horsepower Kent engine has 4 cylinders in a line.
So that's the rocker shaft. You've got the cam inside the engine that pushes the push rods up and down, and then the rocker shaft pushes the valves up and down. So now I'm going to take the cylinder head off. When you put the cylinder head on, you start in the middle bolts and then tighten them up in an outward pattern. So to take the cylinder head off, you do them in the opposite order.
It's important because it keeps the surfaces flat and prevents oil from escaping.
So that's the cylinder head off. Looks like everything needs a good clean up and a good decook.
But it does seem to have larger pistons, which is excellent news.
If you look closely, it says it's 0.030. It's been overboard 30 thou by the looks of it.
Our 1600cc engine could actually be nearer to a 1700. So there'll be a very welcome increase in power. Returning to our 50-year-old Ford Mexico, we're now 4 months into the restoration. Important milestones have been reached, but it's been a challenge.
It's had a mountain of welding on it.
So we've got new wheel arch, welded in smooth. Whole new sill, new floor sections, front and rear. Inner sill repaired. So yeah, there has been a bit of work going on.
I mean, I could say the only thing we didn't touch was the roof, but someone had put the aerial hole in the wrong place, so they'd just stuck a piece of metal over it with a bit of filler.
George has been busy too. The engine's rebuild has begun.
So I've cleaned it all out. This is the crank. I've put 3 of the pistons back in, so there's just 1 to go in. So I'm just putting some oil on these piston rings. I'm going to get me piston ring clamp, which is this weird gadget. I'm going to put it on there and clamp that up nice and tight so that the piston rings have all gone in. I'm just going to slide the piston in. You just have to get them in nice and tight. And then I'm just going to tap it. I don't want to feel any resistance when I'm tapping it in. But you don't want to be banging it. See, if you break the piston ring, you're jiggered. I'm going to bang that down until it meets up with air.
The piston now just needs to be locked around the crank.
So we've got a little number 1 dot on there, a little number 1 dot on there. Those have to marry up when you put them back together. They won't sit together properly if you haven't got the right numbers on them. So I've just nipped those up there. And the crank's still moving, lovely, look. They're all going up and down nicely.
Next, a new head gasket to improve the seal.
So that just slides on there like that. I'm going to put the cylinder head on the block now. I've cleaned it all up. We've put new inlet valves in because the old ones are all pitted and past the best. So hopefully that should sit on there.
It looks like another original and important part of this rare car has been saved.
You can buy new engines, but they're going to cost you. They're getting rarer and rarer to find.
Over the next few days, all the extra bits an engine needs.
The alternator, the starter motor, oil filter, rocker cover, spark plugs, exhaust manifold, carburetors.
Are reattached, resulting in this. A complete engine, fully primed and ready for George's party trick. Starting it out of the car.
So we've strapped it down to a trolley. You've got petrol coming in through the pump into the carburetors, ignition wire. So that'll energise the coil.
Just go with it. He knows what he's doing.
And then with twin Weber carbs, you don't need a choke or anything. You just give them a couple of pumps. So a couple of pumps on the carbs. And fingers crossed, it starts. That's the best bit, isn't it?
Woody still has quite a few panels to weld in, so like any good garage owner, Kel attempts to make things clearer for him.
Yeah, I thought we'd lay them all out so you can see how much he's actually got to do.
Get it done this afternoon.
In fact, it took a further month of Woody's time. But after that, our Mexico shell was finally handed over to Head of Paint, Will, so he could work his magic with the Sebring Red. In Croft, after many, many months of precise restoration, our Ford Mexico body shell is now in better shape than when it left the factory in 1973.
Every panel on it's painted and it's looking $1 million. Not quite $1 million. But, I mean, for the amount of welding that's been on this thing, to me, the paintwork's outstanding. All the wrongs has made it right. That's not right, is it? But, yeah, that's as far as we are. And now it all needs putting back together. The lads are just putting on all the running gear that we've sandblasted, painted.
This is the anti-roll bar. These are the drop arms. I don't know if we're doing it in the right order or what, but as long as it all goes back together, it won't matter, will it? Right, now stick that in there. So that goes on there. As soon as you get some bits put back on it, you know, it's brilliant. Right, let's drop it down, then we'll put the struts on. All these bits and pieces were all painted about a year ago, believe it or not. This car's been here nearly a year. Right, put it like that. This is where we don't want to scratch it.
This whole suspension unit is called a McPherson strut. It was first used on a 1951 Ford Consul, and it's the go-to assembly for handling and stability.
That one's in.
As for the rear, something a bit more primitive.
The good old leaf spring, yeah. Horse and cart machine. Stop it squeaking with a bit of luck. So they go in there.
The origin of these arc-shaped laminated leaf springs can be traced back to the Bronze Age.
Should go in there.
But they definitely work on a car like this.
It's that top all well. That's it there, lovely.
Next up, a bit of weightlifting with the rear axle.
We got it? Up. Yeah, I'm on. It's in.
As for the wheels, these ones are temporary alloys.
Yeah, the Revolution wheel seats, yeah.
The correct steel ones will be fitted later. From this point on, things started to move along at Mexico speed. In this garage, our Escort won't be forgotten anytime soon.
We actually thought this was going to be a quick turnaround job, but once we took the paint off, it just felt a bit rotten. As a pork chop, as some people say.
We've got a new 4-branch manifold for it. We've kept the twin 40 Webbers because they look lovely and they sound gorgeous.
It's been one of the biggest jobs we've done.
Oh, I've loved every minute of it. Well, most of it.
It's been here so long, George has got another birthday coming up.
We are here. So many happy returns for Wednesday.
But now, looks amazing, doesn't it? It does look fantastic.
We've saved a classic.
As for our Ford Mexico, it's now all finished. We asked Kel to give us the best one on the road, and that could be what we have. But it was never going to be cheap. Including tax and commission, we bought it for £29,750. Parts and materials were £9,183. And all that welding pushed the labour charge to £58,440, bringing the total to an unsettling £97,373.
Come on, we're all excited here. It's a Wednesday, I don't get excited on Wednesdays. What we got here then? Go on then.
Well, it's a trailer, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Mexico! She's back.
Are you excited now, Dave?
Let's have a look.
Dave, do you often grovel about?
It's the first thing you do with an Escort, mate, is look underneath it. Because it doesn't really matter what it looks like on the top, it's what it looks like under there that matters.
And what does it look like underneath?
No, it's very clean. No, she's nice, mate, yeah. Yeah, no, it is, looks lovely.
Jack, you do like these, don't you?
Yeah, I've got a soft pot, yeah. I'll tell you, paintwork's like glass, isn't it?
Oh, shut like a golf job.
Try the door.
Hey?
Dave, you've got a thing about doors.
It's the best I've ever seen, to be honest. Yeah, Ford would have been proud of that. Yeah, that looks nice, John boy.
One of the best ones you've done, to be fair, I'd probably say.
Yeah.
With Jack regularly competing in historic rallies in his Mark II Escort, he was very keen to take this pristine Mark I out for a quick spin.
All of this, look, it's just lovely, isn't it? This one in particular drives really well, in actual fact. Engine sounds very sweet, pulls very well.
What's somebody going to get when they buy this car?
A great big smile from that. Great, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely car. This is obviously the Bangers and Cashews Mexico, ladies and gentlemen. I'm under a bit of pressure, really. Undergone a massive nut and bolt restoration.
I'm feeling really sick.
Has had the works. Well, anyway, guys, we might as well start somewhere. I've got a bid of 33 at the moment. 33.
That's not very good, John.
34. £35,000 bid. 36, thank you. 36, 37, 38.
It's got to start with the 4. It's got to start with the 4.
38,000. 39 on the internet. Oh, there we go, 40.
Well, it's going at 40. It's got to start with it. It's going at 40.
There we go then, £40,000 then for the first, 40,000 for the second, third and last time, £40,000.
I'm not clapping that one.
Personally, I think it is bang on its value. Disregards what you gave for it, what you spent on it. At the end of the day, as it sits there now, it's 40 grand.
Financially disappointed, yes, but also proud that we've saved such an iconic car. Derek leaves us with some advice.
You're going to have to do something about refining your business plan. I think it maybe needs a board meeting.